Hi, welcome again to today's edition of Market Analysis for today, Monday, October the 10th. I'm Giovanni Benacourt, operator and educator with Vantage Markets. Well, it is no big news that last week we saw markets raise their hopes of a Federal Reserve pivot to looser policy, only to have the dream dashed by a strong jobs report and string of policymakers saying interest rates must move higher. Earnings season is kicking off now, and it's an opportunity to see what executives make of prospects of higher for longer rates. While we know that rate hikes can only bring down inflation with a lag, they can start to hit sentiment right away. Advanced Micro Devices already warned that PC demand is weakening significantly. That will probably have some carryover to Microsoft and Apple, who report later in the month. Consumers are certainly feeling the pinch of fast inflation and rising mortgage rates. This week will reveal how Pepsi and Walgreens are coping so far. If the super early start to holiday discounts is anything to go by, Target, Walmart, and Amazon are launching special sales events this week. It looks like shoppers are planning to tighten their belts this year. Now, it's not just a U.S. phenomenon. The International Monetary Fund meets this week in person for the first time since 2019. Chief Kristalina Georgieva sees 4 trillion in missing output between now and 2026, a hole the size of Germany's economy. But don't expect the Fed to move by any cries of anguish. Lisa Cook, the newest governor, said the Fed must stay the course until it sees inflation rates starting to come down in hard data. And that forecasts are particularly unreliable these days. Fed officials are right that price gains remain stubborn, but by the time there's solid evidence of weaker inflation, forecasts for the economy might be much worse than they imagine. With that being said, let's take a look at what we can expect out of the markets so far. Let's take a look at the daily chart real quick for the Nasdaq. On the Nasdaq on the daily chart, we see how the market has created a double bottom. Okay, that's basically a double bottom right here. Now, this double bottom could entail that the support is being met, is holding. Okay, right now we see the market retracing. Okay, back above 11,100. Now, could we see this momentum continue racing? The RSI is above the oversold territory, the 30 line. So can we see markets start, making a nice little retracement from this previous move? That's yet to be seen. The same token goes for the S&P 500. Now, it's a big different story with what is crude oil. Crude oil, as we speak, is trading above the 52-week moving average, looking to come back up above and take out this previous high of 92.30, right about that level. RSI is still neutral, it's not in overbought territory. I have $93 as my target for today, initial target. Now let's take a look at what natural gas is doing. Natural gas is also on a tear on a downside. It's really trading above the 200 moving average and above my pivot point. Could we see a lateral movement of it? That could probably be seen. So let's see if that will be the case. Okay, let's wait and see. Let's take a look at gold. Gold is really wow. Gold is really trading below the 1700 psychological level. Now a previous resistance, a previous support, now resistance. So, and the RSI is pointing lower. We have gap down. Will we come close this gap? I don't know. That's what the sentiment could be. But in the 30-minute chart, we see how the moving averages have already crossed, and we have that death cross movement right here. So we can use this point, which is right about 1700, as a resistance again. So the market will be trading below that and below our pivot point, looking to come to trade towards the 1660. Then we have here Silver also opened up on a gap down, but this one they have almost already closed it. Uh, the 52-week moving average is below the market, acting as a support. RSI is pointing down. Let's take a look at copper. I think copper is going to continue to move higher. The RSI is neutral, at least to 350. Then we have Bitcoin. Bitcoin 19,000 is the psychological support level. I have 19,250 so far. Could we trade between this narrow channel of 19,250 and 19,500? We can for a little while, then see if it breaks out of it. Then we have the euro. Euro is trying to come back to 0.98. Let's see if the dollar index will allow it. And the dollar Canadian is looking to come to fluctuate towards our pivot point. The RSI is just really far away. It's really on the verge of being overbought. So take a look at that. Keep an eye on that. And the dollar index also 112. That's the support of it. 112,500 is the initial support. All right, that's it for today. Have a nice day, and if you like it, give it a like.